What's up? What's up, everybody? What is up? We are here for another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday morning. Where else would you rather be on the internet on a
Yeah,
Wednesday morning, Brandon? But right here at Pitch
pitch
Practice,
practice,
the
the
show.
show.
Oh, wait. I gotta let someone in. Hold on. Let's admit the third guest to our show. You're on mute down there. I'm Mark, the guy behind the mental marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101, helping business owners and entrepreneurs build the lifestyle business of their dreams, utilizing the power of sales funnels. Brandon, take it away.
Yeah, Brandon here with BKXX Enterprises, helping you take those sales funnels and get found and fixing all those internal processes needed to make that deal.
Yes. So you've been learning a lot this week, Brandon? You
A
got
ton, a ton. I recently partnered up with a marketing agency that is like full-fledged, full stack, top to bottom with different departments, and it's very interesting to see how they run internally, and learn those processes on fulfillment, basically. Because I mean, strategy wise, it's I got it down, and that's what I do for them, coach and strategist. So just taking all my marketing knowledge and then you know pitching the client, and the team executes it. So it's pretty interesting on how it all runs.
Do you like that? Is that a better fit?
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially what I was doing freelance. Now I'm just underneath somebody else's umbrella. So if I can
without
get somebody, yeah, as
without
long
the
as I can get,
delivery.
yeah, without the delivery, because even if I would have been looking for, an agency or a partner to do the fulfillment, my job is just to sell the dream.
Mm. And that's what you do well too, selling the dream.
Sell the dream.
That's what you're doing. You're not really selling features and benefits, but you're selling that result. Man, how much
Yep.
that makes a difference. Laura, what's up?
Oh my goodness. Good morning, guys. Thank you for your patience. I have had a crazy couple days. I've got to call in like 12 minutes
Mhm.
client, but really, really thankful for being able to pitch with you guys. I did read the chapter. So I'm probably gonna hop off now. I just did want to come in and say hi. As our lives change and as things happen, it's like, okay, everything we've done is prepared us to get in the game and handle these crazy things that happen.
Mhm.
Like volume, right? Like volume coming at us, like, oh yeah, can I get on your calendar at 8 something in the morning? Can I start looking at X, Y, and Z? And you as a salesperson, you're like, of course, right? Of course, because you have to make it easy on the buyer. You have to become exactly what this specific section is talking about, which is more of a strategist.
Yeah.
Funny enough, so um, that's exactly what we do. We have a lot of consultants and a lot of coaches. I'm not a consultant, I'm a coach. I'm a salesperson for brands, for specifically one here at a firm Rhino 7. And we actually work with coaches that the way that they approach the conversation of if somebody wants to look at a franchise is, hey, we'd love to give you career coaching. All right. So they talk about career changes, and bam, all of a sudden, one of those options is franchising.
Mm.
Does that make sense? So I totally
Yeah.
get what he was talking about, how to go and find the best buyers, of how to really become a strategist. And I loved what he was talking about on that specific section of finding your dream customers, right? Kind of how
Mhm.
they called that. um
Well, check out the phrase from the beginning of the chapter. Maybe
yeah,
this, and that phrase was, there's always a smaller number of best buyers than there are of all buyers.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but anyway, I thought I'd come in here and say hi. I'm really excited to keep going with this book. My next couple weeks are gonna be insane. As we got one last business quarter to jump hard at, and we got a new franchise disclosure document, 300 pages worth of fun read. So,
Oh yeah.
and then
Well,
I've got to explain that document to people. So I got to do that at 8 in the morning. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and hop off to make sure I'm ready for this call.
well, well, we just want to let you that this is going to be the last show before Brandon and I are right there in Funnel Hacking Live, going
Oh,
live. It's
oh
that
my
time,
God.
Lord. We're that close.
When is
Mhm.
funnel hacking?
Well,
The 27th,
well,
28th, and 29th.
yeah. Well, technically 2 weeks, but for the show next week.
Oh,
Right.
got it.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll be hectic too. Great to see you always. It's just great to meet up. And as we all are all going through our changes, you talked about changes, Laura. But yeah, it's nice to take a trip around the sun and then come back here on
It
Wednesday.
really is. It's like, oh my God, everything is moving so fast. Here's a piece of certainty. Here's a piece of reality that I love so much, that's so stable. Even sometimes I suck, you know? All right, guys, go close the deal. I gotta get on this other call.
All right, take care.
All right. 1 second, Brandon. I'll be right back, okay?
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I was battling I don't know, it was a real bad throat, body soreness, just extra stuffiness. This came on last week, almost after we recorded last week. The next morning I was woo, but
Mm.
I'm back. And so Mo, we were talking about what we've learned this week and how you have enjoyed enjoyed that new being a part of that team right there,
Mhm.
um and how much you're learning now. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, which comes back to what okay, what we went over in the chapter today. Today's chapter of ultimate the ultimate sales machine. There it
Yep.
is. Yeah. And as I'm listening and reading to this chapter right here, I'm thinking this chapter right here, the high art of getting the best buyers. This is the chapter that Russell Brunson took his Dream 100 strategy from.
Yeah, literally word for word. I mean, he teaches it word for word out of the book, and it's definitely a powerful strategy because you can you don't want to water down the soup too much with your marketing. Um, marketing is expensive, and it's always stated. Russell says from Kennedy, those who can spend the most amount of money wins. I like to say the one who can spend the most amount of money effectively wins, in the sense that if you get those dream clients, it will snowball faster for the business, and it'll make all efforts you know wondrous.
Yeah, yeah. You're you're having more of a target strategy than a throwing spaghetti at the wall strategy.
Yeah.
When you Yeah, when you're not just communicating to all buyers, but your best buyers. And that's exactly what he talked about, how changing his strategy to just focusing on the top uh companies in those markets. It's interesting reading this now, having read, Russell's strategy about Dream 100. I didn't even know this existed, right?
I never heard of the Dream 100 until I started reading Russell's book. Knew nothing about it. I think he mentioned it in initially in .com secrets, but then went in further depth in traffic secrets for that strategy, especially when it comes to the affiliate marketing and sales.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in the Dream 100 strategy, he focused on, I think in the Traffic Secrets book, what he did was he took each of the platforms and then said, here's the Dream 100 strategy for Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the Dream 100 strategy for Instagram. Here's the Dream 100 strategy for what did he do? YouTube. We did YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and he didn't really do Twitter. I think he did podcasting, and he talked about Instagram because at the time when he wrote it, Instagram Live uh, was really a big thing. So he
Yeah,
took it.
IGTV.
Yeah, yeah, he did really take it, and he really expanded it more into this generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when we read this book, what was he talking about doing in this book, Brandon?
Direct mail, which
Yeah,
is still a viable marketing channel. It's definitely gotten more expensive with the cost of postage, and there are some pitfalls of it. I think I read in, I don't know which book. It was definitely a Dan Kennedy book about direct mail, in the sense of not making it look like direct mail, so it doesn't end up in the dumpster behind the local McDonald's, because mail carriers don't want to carry around all that junk. So definitely have to watch out for that. He says, send it FedEx or UPS to make it, one, look more important than what it really is, and two, to ensure delivery. Spend that extra couple dollars.
I think in this book he even mentioned something about, I guess direct mail was still just starting to launch back when he wrote this book, and he said that he said, yeah, I've even seen some mail rooms that have begun placing trash bins right there in the mail room. Have you seen that?
Yeah, yeah, for apartment complexes, yeah, just for the amount of quote unquote junk mail people were getting. It makes sense, but it doesn't give you the best taste in your mouth, and knowing that you send out this elegant mail piece that you are super proud of, to then just be tossed in the bin. But if it's good, that probably won't be tossed; it'll be kept.
Yeah, yeah. That you worked hard to put together. You worked hard for the graphics, you worked hard for the font, you worked hard for just the right copy and making sure everything, only to have it come back with zilch results. But there was another really good point that he just made about this chapter, which was really about focusing on your best buyers. I think that's really what it was about, and that was the lessons that are being conveyed. And what about the best buyers? Why focus on the best buyers? Because the best buyers buy more, buy faster, and buy more often than other buyers. What do you think about that, Brandon? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it's true. I mean, there are certain people that you absolutely can't close, and they're not going to be your best buyer. So don't waste the effort and energy on them. That's not to say that you couldn't turn them around, but go for the low hanging fruit first. Get the income coming into the business, to then generate more leads and sales, on the back end from it.
Yeah, yeah. I can definitely agree with that. The ones that come around, the ones that are there week after week, the ones that actually are asking you questions, those are your best buyers, and they will buy faster. They will buy faster because they've already gone through what is it? The mountain of trust. They've gone up the hill they've climbed the hill of skepticism, and they are on
Mm-hmm.
the downhill slope of trust. And as you take them on that journey, the uphill battle of skepticism. I talk about this in one of my videos. Check it out. And that's my video. I took it from uh Mike and AJ Schmidt. If you remember that presentation they did at
Mm-hmm.
Funnel Hacking Live, where they talk about the mountain of skepticism and how you can meet your customers where they're at along that journey. The further they are down, the more skeptical they are, the more information they need to see of you, and the more you have an uphill climb to get them that information. Whereas someone that's right at the tip of that trusting point, the trust tipping point, where they're at the peak, and it may only take a quick, a review or something, or a good word about you somewhere to tip them over on that other side. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and but getting them over on that side is and once they're on that side, they are the best ones. They're the ones that you don't have to you don't have to, I will say, convince any longer. They already know, they've experienced you and your products, and they're just quicker and easier. And you can spend your time on those people. And then as we got into, he started talking about affiliates too. The affiliates. That's what we like, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what we are in a majority of the times and cases. As inherent strategists, we're not doing all the fulfillment. We're not building the software to sell it. We're using tools to help our clients out. And so, it's kind of double-edged sword there. We're getting paid on the upstroke and the downstroke for what we do. So once we have helped our client, give them the strategy, it's like, okay, well, now you need this tool to make the strategy work. And you have a partnership with that tool, then you get paid by selling that part of the program. So it's a win-win. It's a win for us, it's a win for the client. Because after we educate the client on the strategy, they could then take that information and do the same thing. So there's no stopping and no end to the cycle.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Every time I keep going through these chapters, I keep saying, "Where's my highlighter?" you know, I'm like, "Where's my highlighter?" And I never highlight books, so so I'm always with the bookmarks, and then you'll see here, it's just like I'm like, "Oh yeah, that right there, that right there, that right there." It was interesting even hear him talk about social proof. Did you get that? And I'm like,
Yep.
wow, okay, he was. Well, I guess social proof is sort of a not a new term, right?
No, it's not. And I ran into social proof when I was selling insurance door to door. Um, part of the pitch to get in the door um, was mentioning the fact that we were advertising in a farming magazine, and we had a copy of the ad. We actually had the magazine with the latest issue and flipped it to the page with the ad in there, just to show that, hey, we're a legit company. We're advertising in this publication that you should know about.
Mhm.
Along with that, for additional social proof, we'd rattle off the names of the neighbors in the area that were our current customers, or in the sense that they were, the prospect was referred to us by your neighbor 5 miles down the road, because in the country your neighbor is literally
5 miles down
five
the road.
miles down the road. And so even though there's big distance, everybody knows everybody, in that area. So I mean, I couldn't tell you the neighbor across the street from me what his name is. So it's different when you live in town and live out in the country.
Oh wow, literally 5 miles.
Yeah. I mean, could be, depending on where you're at, but yeah.
Cool. And in this book, not only is he giving these moments where I'm like, oh, I need a highlighter, but then he's giving these little scripts in here. Just like I think he gave a script in one of our previous chapters that we were like, wow, that was really a good line here. But he's giving some examples. Did you get that one script that he talked about when he said, oh yeah, here it is right here. Since he said, we've been helping law firms be more successful for more than 50 years now. And we recently commissioned a study on what's going on in the legal market. And we've learned that there are some pretty serious challenges facing lawyers in the new millennium. Since our survival depends on our success, we wanted to make sure that you saw this information and had every opportunity to be ahead of the problems. And then we put this information into a very succinct executive committee orientation, and we're now showing this to all the top law firms. In fact, we're in touch with several other top law firms and are in the process of arranging to show this in one of their management meetings. We'd love to arrange to make sure you also see this important information. That's a script right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, but this is the point that he made with that statement, right? He said, it's far easier to get in to see top executives if there are dangerous trends facing them than if you offer some currently unrealized benefit. That was it was just a way of making that point that you hear people say negative news will motivate you a lot faster than the positive outcome.
Mm-hmm. Fear gets the adrenaline going and puts you in that fight or flight mode. So you're either going to run away from the problems and shut down because you feel that it's unattainable to succeed, or you tighten the belt loop and get to work and fight to make it happen. So I like that approach, instilling the fear, get the emotion in there. Fear's the biggest motivator that's out there because people are afraid to fail.
It definitely gets the attention. It gets the attention. Avoiding a dangerous trend or staying away from a loss is that attention getter. I even look at the headlines that come and the little alerts that I get. It'll say something like exposed.
Yep.
Warning.
Uh,
yeah. It is interesting because we see it all the time, and yet it still works on us, Brandon.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
A little bit. Although sometimes when I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's so clickbaity. And then guess what I do?
You click it. A lot of those techniques don't work on a majority of the ads platform, though. I think I ran an ad similar to that was pretty sensational with the headline and things like that, and Google slapped it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was for my Profit Secrets book, and it's not like they didn't take my money and run the ad, but they limited its reach.
Yeah.
So they kind of shadow banned it.
Yeah.
So gotta be careful. Google doesn't like that sensational direct response type advertising up front.
Yeah. They will throttle it back. Limit your exposure. Yeah. But it's interesting because Google throttles it, but it's still on the top of my feed. It's like you throw, maybe it's just, blatantly obvious, sensational, and versus a little more subtle. All right, man, we've got to come to the end, but I'm still loving this book, man. Yeah, I'm still loving this book. It's definitely gonna be I'm actually gonna highlight this one, and it's gonna be in my cabinet. I'm sorry, my what do you call it? My bookshelf. I said
Hmm.
cabinet. My bookshelf for reference later. And what? Okay, before we sign off for today, we've got an exciting week coming up, Brandon. Exciting week. Man, I know I have been well, last week was kind of fighting a little sickness, but I think I told you that my sister was coming in, and I was in the process of getting an Airbnb for the week. Well, here I am.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm totally looking forward to next week. We got a big itinerary planned out. I'm making it a road trip, taking the scenic route down,
Mhm.
exploring the country a little bit. Probably do the goal is to do a vlog. So I've never done a big, massive production type vlog deal where I'm actually like recording day in, day out. But I'm gonna try it, see how it goes, buy some extra SD cards, and make sure my GoPro's charged up on the daily. Um, and and just wing it, man. Taking the back roads all the way down to Florida, skipping the highway, doing some dispersed camping, see if I can find some dirt roads to drive on,
Mhm.
and yeah, make it a trip. Um, I'll be camping a couple days prior to FHL, so when I check into the hotel, they're going to think, "Who is this bum that's stay that's staying here that smells?" and all that. And then the first thing I'm going to go do is just take a hot shower and go to the spa or something like that on Tuesday when I get in.
Hey, I saw a challenge this week. Um, Dan Henry.
Dan Henry with Dan Kennedy, yeah, right like Dan challenge. Um,
Yeah. Have you
that was
watched any of that?
I did not, but I did download a couple of the workbooks. I'm going to try to go back if I have a minute during the day to catch up if they still have them in the group. But yeah, that was the first affiliate program or second affiliate program that Magnetic Marketing was launching, and I have signed up, but I just have not dove into um, the programs there to start figuring out how to promote them and get the things up on my own site. So we'll see how they go, how I can interwove them into the blog posts and things like that, and
Well,
podcast.
Magnetic Marketing was bought out by ClickFunnels, right? So
Yep.
Russell owns Magnetic Marketing. And I believe I received an email. It was probably a few months back, but I remember saying that Magnetic Marketing, the affiliate program, is part of ClickFunnels now.
Mm-mm. It's
It's
two separate. It's two separate programs. So, um, I mean, it might be part of the deal as a whole, but it's two separate affiliate platforms. So you'd have to go in through your Magnetic Marketing account to get to your affiliate program there, as opposed to just your ClickFunnels affiliate account.
okay, okay. Because the classic affiliate program is still there. Inside Classic, you've been in there lately?
In 1.0,
Yeah.
no, I really haven't. I'm going to be turning that into legacy mode here or maintenance mode here shortly. And yeah, I mean, I saved a whole bunch of funnel templates in there, so I have like 80 to build off of if I ever wanted to build one. But I know once you go into legacy mode or maintenance mode, you can't build anymore in there. So that's
Yeah, but
okay.
I think you can still edit the ones that you do have, though.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right. You know what? You've given me an idea for another video.
Yep.
Mm, you've given me an idea. What and so as we come to this week, what I noticed is, did you receive the letter that you wrote to yourself last year?
I have not.
I haven't received mine this year either.
I
And I
think he
was
only I think he only sent them to people who have not bought tickets to the show because a buddy of mine got his letter, but he isn't going this year. So I think he only sent it to people that did not buy tickets for this year.
really, really okay. Okay, because I have not. I've been looking for it. I've been anticipating it, and here we are on the cusp of the day, and I haven't received it. But so I kind of just thought to myself, okay, what am I most excited about going this year for? What am I most excited about seeing? There are a lot of speakers. There are a lot of speakers, and it seems more than the previous 2 years almost combined.
Yeah, so there is a lot, especially when it comes to the non big name speakers.
Yeah.
Because he's bringing in um, a lot of people that are I would call them up and comers, but have significantly made a dent, in their own universe in using the software. So, guys like Doug Boughton and who's won, multiple Dream Car awards and things like that. Um, and not so much on the, I guess, overarching theme and tactics for the show, because I think his main theme is the linchpin this year. So it's going to be all about that.
Mm.
Um, with some motivation in there. I'm looking forward to hearing Jocko speak day one. I
That's
didn't
right.
know I didn't know anything about him until he kind of was announced, and then recently he dropped a leadership course in masterclass. It's about an hour long, and it's really good. So if you have
Oh,
if you have a masterclass subscription, definitely recommend looking that up and checking it out.
ah, uh, who is the keynote speaker?
Jocko.
But that's the first day.
I know, but he's the keynote.
So, okay, so we're gonna get last day. Wow. All right. So, yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's gonna be a crazy week in Orlando, Florida. I hope that you all out there that are watching us follow along with us either on my channel, my social channels, or where will you be broadcasting at, Brandon? Where's this vlog gonna be?
I don't know. Maybe it'll be my debut on YouTube. It'd probably definitely be on Spotify. I'll put it on there. I know it will be a little bit weird, but Spotify does have video capabilities, so it will definitely be on there. And then yeah, it'll be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere that I can put it. TikTok.
I I did a video series a couple years, my journey to funnel hacking live. And but this was my journey. I would make little video clips of me packing. What was I going to take? What books should I take? I think I did a poll about whether I should, which of the three secrets books I should take. I might have to do that poll again, just to say it's that time of year. Which one should I take? Traffic.com or experts?
Well,
Expert secrets. Uh-huh.
I say I'm gonna take them all. So I'm gonna have this deal. I'm gonna be taking them all. It's my Kindle.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you got your 100 million leads.
I did. I got the hat. It's the most expensive hat I ever bought.
Why aren't you wearing it? Is he gonna be there? I think him.
Hormozy?
Yeah.
No, I doubt he's gonna be there, man. He's graduated from that scene.
What do you mean graduated from that scene? I saw him at Vid Summit. He did Vid Summit, if you know that one with I think that's the one that Daryl Eves his summit. And I
Hmm.
and I see him doing little shows all the time. I think I think ClickFunnels and the marketing community there gives him a big chunk of his audience. If you talk about the Dream 100 strategy,
Mhm.
I think ClickFunnels is where he's really gained a name. Well, he's real popular in the community, but we'll see. Dan Henry, I think I've seen a little bit of Steve Larson talking a little bit more lately. Russell Brunson just does not stop with these webinars, does he?
Nope, doesn't stop. And we should be emulating them and doing one a week. I tell myself every week, go back and redo the one that I did with the 3 biggest mistakes businesses make, because it's a good presentation. I've gotten some good comments on it on YouTube, and it's gotten a couple views. I think I'm up to double digits now on it, 10 maybe. But yeah, I need to redo it and be more polished in the delivery and keep practicing it, because there are 3 huge mistakes that businesses make they need to fix.
There you go. There you go. That is it. So as we leave today, we just want to put a button on this chapter, Dream 100 strategy. Will we, we want to read when we're there at Funnel Hacking Live? Yeah, of course, right? We're going to practice a little bit more Ultimate Sales Machine. Maybe we'll be able to share, because it'll be Wednesday, so that'll be day 2 of Funnel Hacking Live. Maybe we'll
Be day one.
It'll be day 1.
Yeah.
Right, that's right, because it starts on Wednesday.
Yep. Starts Wednesday at 1:00, usually.
1 o'clock, you sure? I think more like maybe that's usually the late day, so maybe 10 or 11
No, I thought it was always after lunch.
after
They
lunch.
started. I don't know. I could be wrong, but usually it's an after lunch deal. Get people in, checked in, and then they go till late evening, about 8 or 9.
Going to the
But
pre-party?
yeah, I'll buy the $20 ticket.
You bought it already?
No, I said I'll buy it.
All
I'll
right,
get it.
let's do it. That's it for today's episode. We will see you next week. Smash that heart button. Smash that dislike button if you dislike it, right? Like or dislike, it's all good. But share this with someone you know that needs to see it. All right, family. Until next time, see you later. Close the
Take care.
deal.
See you if I don't Live.
All right. See ya.